Hello and welcome to After the Whistle's Unnecessary Roughness. Unnecessary Roughness is an NFL-type topic show between Joe and I, as we are obviously rivals, and we will be going through all big things in NFL. I'm Jacob.
I'm Joe.
And so this weekend, NFL action got off hot and heavy. The Browns getting their first win in 2 years. Almost.
Yeah, it was like...
Oh, it was 2 seasons.
Yeah.
2 seasons, pretty much. They came out against the Jets, and it was a game I was not really looking forward to on Thursday night, but Baker Mayfield making his first NFL appearance and leading the Browns to a victory. What were your quick thoughts on that game?
Well, first of all, I'm glad I was right where I said it's one of those games where it's going to be so bad it's good. Like, that was an awesome game. Like, I was going to watch it nonetheless, but then back to Cleveland, Tyrod Taylor, Drew Bledsoe. This is Baker's team from here on out. Like, obviously, he was hurt, and Taylor getting the concussion or whatever, but you got to ride with Baker now. It just seemed like the team played better. Like, it was that spark plug. This is Baker's team. The Browns. So
you believe it's the whole? I mean, you can't really compare Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield, 6th round versus first. But I get what you're saying. This is Tyrod's team. Gets hurt. Baker comes in, plays exceptional, and leads them to their first win in a long time. And yeah, I do agree. This is Baker's team from now on. The Browns are going to ride and die by Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Is he going to be the Browns' savior, or is he going to be just next in the long line of Browns failed draft picks at quarterback? We'll find out that as we go along more. The Browns getting their first win, starting the weekend off hot and heavy on Thursday.
Yep.
It was upset weekend this weekend. 2 big teams that everyone expected Super Bowl visions for. The Minnesota Vikings and the New England Patriots, both losing this weekend in games where no one was picking the other team to win.
Oh, yeah.
The Buffalo Bills coming into Minnesota and beating the Minnesota Vikings, and Kirk Cousins was the savior of that team. He didn't play awful, but you would expect the Minnesota Vikings to beat a team like the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, no, that was wild. Like, so I was out of town and everyone, when we were cleaning up, like, I just saw it on TV and I saw Buffalo 17, Minnesota nothing. I was like, that can't be right.
It's a misprint.
Like, I don't know where this Buffalo defense came from. Like, Kirk Cousins was under pressure. The line was doing okay, but there was a couple fumbles or whatever that he had. I don't know. That was crazy. And then Josh Allen played lights out too. He not necessarily had some good throws, but he showed his mobility. It being 6'6", whatever, he's mobile. Like, so 2 rushing touchdowns, that was crazy.
And I'm gonna blank on his name right now, and if the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, the rookie quarterback.
Oh, Josh Rosen, yeah.
Rosen, that's what I'm pretty sure it was, but I didn't want to say the wrong name. Josh Rosen, if he would have played out well, this would have been the weekend also of the rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Well, and I thought that was weird because, like I said, I was on the road, so I was able to watch like a quarter and a half of the Bears game, the last 20 minutes or so. And it seemed like a weird time to put Rosen in. Like, I get it. Sam Bradford is not good. That's not hot news. That's not hot. Sam Bradford is not good.
It's of known fact.
And so, like, at that point, like when Rosen went in, I still felt like it was a winnable game for for Arizona. Sorry, wrong bird. Because like the Bears' offense wasn't really moving the ball. Well, obviously their defense was outstanding, but I felt like it was a winnable game for Arizona, and to just throw Rosen in, I guess.
I mean, it would have made him the savior also of Arizona, but I watched that game, and Arizona getting out quickly as they did, 14-0 before the first quarter was even done, I was sitting there like, wow, well, maybe they figured something out. The Bears ultimately, though, just kept grinding and grinding. Yeah. Eventually, enough field goals and defensive plays, they were able to put themselves ahead. What are your thoughts on Mitch Trubisky?
All right. It's a shame this can only be a 10-minute thing. He's still my guy. I'm still supporting him, but it still looks like if you look at the tape from game 1 to game 2, there was a lot of improvement. His footwork is getting better. He's like actually kind of looking at his reads as opposed to, oh, this play is breaking down. I'm just going to try to run out of the pocket and get the first. He's slowing the game down a little bit more, but it still looks like Nagy is holding his hand a little bit. Like, you'll see flashes where they'll try a big play, or Trubisky will look good, or Cohen will look good, and then it's like they're playing conservatively again. So I don't understand what's going on there, But no, Trubisky's the guy. You don't trade up to get your guy if you're not sure that he's going to work out. Obviously, it doesn't always work out, but
RG3 comes to mind really quickly there.
Yeah, and numerous, top 5 people, quarterbacks that have gone to Cleveland. But no, and Mitch we trust. I'm on the Mitch train.
Last game I want to recap real quick is, of course, the game I was the most invested in over the weekend. The Lions versus the Patriots. Not an outcome I saw coming at all. The final score is not indicative of how close that game wasn't close.
Yeah,
if you look across the board, the Lions outplayed the Patriots in every way. Not something I thought I would be saying. I thought at best, the best case scenario was maybe Stafford had a little bit of that fourth quarter magic. I did not expect them to come out and play the best first quarter to fourth quarter game that I've seen the Lions play in many years.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody in their right mind, no matter what kind of expert they call themselves, had Detroit winning that game. I think everybody assumed it's going to be a bloodbath. That was crazy. They exploited the heck out of New England's defense. That defense is slow. So that's an issue.
And when you have a running back like Kerryon Johnson,
yeah,
thankfully breaking that 70-game record, or not record, it wasn't a record yet, 72 was the record,
yeah,
but breaking that 70-game streak of not having a 100-yard rusher, finishing with 101,
yeah.
Talk about getting by the skin on your teeth, that he was able to exploit because he has that burst and the speed to do things that Lions running backs haven't been able to do in many, many years. So,
and then even too, like that offensive line for Detroit looked amazing. It's the best that I've ever seen. I'm not even a Lions fan, so I'm not like going out of my way to watch them. Their offensive line played great. And then New England, man, do they need Edelman back. Man, do they need Gordon to work out because
they need a lot of offensive help.
That's ugly. It was bad.
They couldn't get their wide receivers weren't contributing anything. No. Gronk was doubled all day and had a very pedestrian game by his standards. So, I want to talk real quick. Biggest early season surprise?
I'm going to say, and people were kind of expecting it, but I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City.
That was exactly my exact same answer.
I think everybody kind of knew he was good, but I don't think anyone saw this coming. And maybe
during training camp and preseason, he's throwing so many picks in practice.
Yeah.
He's not playing good in practice. He comes out and throws the most touchdowns in the beginning of an NFL season ever. Not the beginning of a career, beginning of a season ever. He right now, and he has no interceptions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He got to be the front runner for MVP after week 3, of course. I mean, it's week 3. You can't predict MVP out from now. But as of right now, he's playing like the best player in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Which is insane for a guy getting his first run at a starting job.
Yeah, full season-wise, because Kansas City played him a little bit. No, I get what you're saying, and it may not be like a shocking surprise, but he's playing out of his mind.
I would have expected Jimmy Garoppolo to be playing this way, the way everyone was hyping him.
Yeah.
But he now hasn't been, I don't know if it's been confirmed yet or not. I haven't checked on it since last night. Might be out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL, which obviously terrible way to get his first full season underway. So, last thing. Maybe I kind of had something I wanted to go to, but I can't remember it. And we're getting the rap signal anyways. We'll save it for next weekend.
All right.
So, this has been Unnecessary Roughness. I'm Jacob Hunting.
I'm Joe Bielanski.
And next weekend, we will recap another whole weekend out of NFL football. Why do you do finger guns?
I love it, man.